The Boston Bruins get a massive win against a bitter rival in the Florida Panthers, a game which has brought so much energy to this team and to this fandom that this is going to be a very exciting playoffs upcoming. We also have an update from Jim Montgomery, who potentially leaked the starter for the game one of the playoffs. We also have the comment of the day as usual, a new little segment, so if you want a comment featured here in this video discussed with a great group of Bruins fans, make sure to leave one. I'll discuss it here in the video and as well as in the comments. So let's get straight into this, but before we do, we notice that 88% of you guys watching right now are not subscribed to the channel. If you're looking for a spot to get all of your Boston Bruins news quickly and efficiently and as it happens, you're in the right spot. Make sure to hit the sub button. Join me along here as we cover this Bruins team heading into a very exciting playoffs. But before, as well, we're very close to 1,000 subscribers. If we could get there by the playoffs, that would mean the world to me, and we've been having some insane support here since the start of this channel, and I do greatly appreciate it. But let's not waste any further time, and let's get straight into the first game here. The first update, I guess we could say, which is the game. This needs to continue. This game brought so much energy, so much passion from this Bruins team. That's one word that I wanted to especially put in this video, that we've seen this Bruins team want to compete and want to get a win from the energy that this game provided, from the physicality, the offensive ability, the defense, the goaltending, everything about this game was exactly what Bruins fans wanted to see. The score might not have been the prettiest, especially since it's a 3-2 overtime win, but nonetheless, a win is a win, and it's a very important one. I'll pull up the box score here. As you can see, the puck was shared around on just about every point on the goals that the Bruins had here. A goal from Bachvist, Charlie Coyle, and Charlie McAvoy, and the assists there spread out as well. A very good game from everybody here on this list. Ullmark, once again, one of the better performances that he's had lately, and just making an even more, making a better push to be that starting goalie in game one of the playoffs. And I'll pull up as well the stat sheet that we have here, so you can see very, very good defense from just about everybody except Hampus Lindholm on this team. It was such a good performance from this defense. Even though the Panthers did score 2 goals, the Panthers are a very good team. We cannot overlook that. That team is absolutely fantastic. So really a good showing from this defense as well as the offense. A lot of positive to come out of this game. You can see the on-ice offense from a lot of people were pretty low, but the fact that we did get this win, many people took a step up when some didn't, and a lot of the offensive impact was there. Although it may not have impacted the team specifically, everybody had a very, very solid offensive presence here in this game, regardless of if they got a point on a goal, whether they were a main contributor to a goal. We saw this team work together as a tandem, as a team, and it really is something that we need to carry into the playoffs if they want to have a very good matchup against the Tampa Bay Lightning. I do expect this to be a very tough upcoming series, likely against the Tampa Bay Lightning, like I said. And it's almost confirmed at this point. Still could not be the Lightning, but that's what it seemed to be. Whether or not this is a rival, whether or not it's a top rival, whether or not they feel like they're going to win, anything like that, this is going to be a very important thing to take into this playoffs, knowing that this type of game is exactly what they want to do, what the fans want to see, and what will get a win. An overtime win is still a win. May not be, like I said, the prettiest on the score sheet, but I don't care if it's 1-0, if it's 10-9. That might be a bit tough, but it's still a win at that point. So I'd love to see this continue into the playoffs. The Bruins definitely look like they have that momentum, that energy taken to the next level ahead of these playoffs, and proving Jim Montgomery wrong that they actually, in fact, are ready for the playoffs. But on the discussion of Jim Montgomery, he actually may have leaked who is starting game one of the playoffs. And this comes from an article from The Athletic and Fluto Shinzawa discussing who is actually going to be ready for these upcoming playoffs. And this here is what he has to say. Linus Ullmark is ready for game one. This is the defending Vezina Trophy winner, stopping 28 of 30 shots in the third period with the score tied at 2-2. Ullmark made a timely glove save on Evan Rodriguez's rush chance. Since Ullmark learned he's staying at the March 8th deadline, he has a save percentage of .948, and absolutely insane for those who don't know stats too well with that. That is a very good one. In comparison, Jeremy Swayman has an .879 save percentage. The same factor, not great there. Even if the Bruins draw the Toronto Maple Leafs, a team Swayman has owned, Ullmark is trending well enough to get first dibs. And here is the really important part of this here. really good Jim Montgomery said of Ullmark. He just continues to a lot of impressive starts in a row. He's making a real desperation saves look easy. Him saying this to me really makes me think that he is hinting at Linus Ullmark starting game 1. The fact that he's been on a very, very hot streak, the fact that he's been on a roll in his games, and he's on his game. That's the best way to put it right now, that he's making hard saves look easy. He's making things that, a lot of NHL goalies will not be able to do, or find very challenging to do. He's doing those with ease, and Linus Ullmark looks locked. That's what I have to say. Linus Ullmark looks like he's ready to go for the big one in the playoffs. That's one thing that I'm very happy Linus Ullmark has switched around in coming up to these playoffs, and he hasn't played bad all season. He's played far from. He's played very good this season, but it just wasn't what we seen last year in that Vezina winning season. Which, if that happened again, I would not believe you said that. I wouldn't believe that was the case, but it's a very good sign that he is making a very big push to the playoffs, and a very good push this season again. May have revealed the comment there, but let's look at that now in a moment. But as you can see, this is the season stats for both these goalies. Jeremy Swayman does have more wins, does have a better goals against, and does have a better, or same save percentage, sorry. However, he's not playing great as of late. Let's not deny that. Let's not say that he has been, when Linus Ullmark has been the far superior goalie. So I do think that this is going to be a very, very close race, but I think this will be Linus Ullmark's net to have in game 1 of the playoffs. But speaking of Linus Ullmark, let's get to the comment of the day. You may have seen it there if you had seen that just a moment ago, but we have a comment here from Christine Jackson. She says he needs a chance to show what we all know he can do in the playoffs. This is about Linus Ullmark. He was injured in last playoffs. If he plays bad, pull him and play Swayman. Once again, we had another comment about the goalie situation here a few videos ago, and I said I liked it. I do like this one as well. I really don't care who plays in game 1. I think both of these goalies will be ready in the scenario that they're going to be in game 1. I am leaning towards Linus Ullmark. I will say that. I think that the hot goalie is the better goalie to go with. I think that either one will be fine. I think that Jeremy Swayman, even though he's not playing great right now, he will be an easy choice if it had to be him for the playoffs. But Linus Ullmark, I think you ride him on the high to the playoffs. If something changes, try swapping him out. That's the beauty of having two very good goalies, the way the Boston Bruins do, and kind of another sign that the Bruins may choose to keep him in the offseason, which I'm going to be touching on at a later date. We're not going to touch on that here now, but I have a very interesting thought and interesting feeling about what they might do in the offseason. So I'll be talking about that here at a later date, like I said. But that's all I got here on this video. If you did enjoy, make sure to give the video a like. Let me know who you think in the comments. I had a poll on the channel. Some very interesting responses. It's very close, but let me know who you think should start game 1 of the playoffs, what you thought about this game against the Florida Panthers, and what you want to see from this team heading into the playoffs. And I'm going to be very excited to read this because this was an absolutely insane game, one that got me fired up, and I do want to see what you have to think. So, like I said, that's all I got here in this video. If you did enjoy, make sure to give the video a like. Make sure to sub button as well if you do want to stay up to date with all of the Boston Bruins news. But that's all I got. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a great day. See you later.